Rajkar. Suraj is a luxury home real estate developer and the owner of Hilton Goa Resort. Suraj, are you with us at the moment? I'll call on our next partner. Nilima, would you like to come up, please, and collect the award on Suraj's behalf? Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Sumit Bope, CFO SNP. For over a decade, he's a true blue Goan who fiercely holds on to his identity and heritage. Please welcome Sumit to the stage. I think Sumit is having a look at all those amazing brands outside, so I'll move on. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Mr. Lyndon Alves, founder, Sunset Getaways since 2000. Lyndon gives end-to-end solutions for planning an event in Goa all under one roof and is an absolute perfectionist. The next person I'd like to call on, I'm not sure if he's here, but please put your hands together for Mark Robinson. I think he's not, oh, he's coming as well. Ladies and gentlemen, your hands together please for Mark Robinson. He is one of India's first male supermodels, and Mark is currently a beauty pageant and fashion week organizer and director and a fashion choreographer. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Jasbir Gill, founder, Jasbir Gill Bags, a dynamic entrepreneur who runs a successful export house and is a pioneer in the accessory industry. Please welcome Mukesh Sharma. Mukesh is a reputation manager and founder of Cryptolize. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together please for Vijay Montecruz from Barney's Hard Seltzer. Okay, I think Vijay is not here with us at this moment as well. But ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to request the Honourable Minister to please say a few words.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Ritu. Excellency Queen of Congo, ladies and gentlemen. What a pleasure to be here after COVID. Yeah, we are able to see each other in person, and I think we are the blessed ones who can have the luxury of enjoying the luxury symposium, especially post-COVID, because being away from human interaction, the kind of deprivation human minds have felt itself is a luxury. And post that, having an event like this to start off the event chain, because this is as Ritu said, that this is a curtain raiser for events which are coming in future very shortly. So this curtain raiser better be the curtain raiser, because I'm sure this curtain raiser will give an insight of what India has to offer. And as she said, she's a thoroughbred Indian, so am I, a very, very proud Indian at heart and in my work also. Very proud of all that India has to offer. Very few countries in the world can claim a heritage which is 6,000, 7,000, 8,000 years old. Can you imagine India showcasing a man-made dock which is 7,000 years old in Lothal? Which country in the world can claim that? And that is the heritage we have. And the best part, I mean, people keep talking about human rights and diversity and what else. So I always say, you want to really see diversity, come to my country. Every city will give you a different flavor of food, of clothing, of religion we follow, all the things that we do. And yet we are one. Aborigines, so-called Aborigines, which are the original people of the land, which have been taken away, taken off the land, whose way of living has been challenged. In this country, it is protected by law. So the prehistoric to the modern, to ISRO, to orbits, to science and technology, to COVID, to Covaxin, we've done it all. And that's the strength of this country, that you can see everything. And for me, the world is India. I may go around the world, but for me, in the heart, India is the world. And challenging all kinds of adversity that this country has seen, challenging all the impositions we have seen, challenging all that India has to offer to the world. We saw it that on one side we are a developing country, we have 130 million people, and yet we celebrate life no matter what, and we follow the rules when rules have to be followed. We break the rules when rules can be broken. Careful, ma'am. I hope
you're fine.
that's okay. Are you okay, ma'am? Yeah. So, I just pray that we are not just the manufacturing hub, we should become the designing hub because we have the capacity. And when it is about Brand India, the Brand India has to be taken forward because we are the originals. And whether it's embroidery or it's handwork or it's jewelry or it's, we've seen very many ramps, especially because it was here, I'm going to mention Paris, with the Indian bindis and nuts and changed trousers, which is salwar or dhoti or whatever. Pre-partition, post-partition, those are the dresses we've been wearing. The lehengas and the cholis and backless to whatever else. So every decade the fashion repeats itself with new changes. And a lot of people, whether it's our history or it's our temple architecture or it's the tribal clothing to northeastern dressing, everything has made it to the world-renowned ramps, except we've not been given credit of that. So I just pray that credit is brought to the people who are originals and who are responsible for changing fashion and making fashion a human statement. So let's all put together our effort in branding India and let this luxury symposium be really a curtain raiser to brand India and take the luxury forward to the world. And also, it's so luxurious that every human being, every Indian national has the capacity of being a designer himself or herself. I mean, everybody will say, oh, I want a slit like this, I want an embroidery on the side, I want the neck like this and neckline like this depth, that height, etc., etc. So I think we are the originals in many, many forms and many, many ways. The only thing lacking is branding, and I just hope and pray Ritu successfully does that and brands India. And I have all the hope and expectation from all the people sitting in this hall to take the brand India forward. May all of us put our heads and hands together to take India forward. Thank you very much. Jai Hind.
Prabhat Chandra is a former editor and senior communications consultant with the World Bank, a pioneer of lifetime journalism in India and curates the Economic Times Women's Forum. Last but definitely not the least, please put your hands together for Queen Diambi Kabaju Surya, Queen of Congo. I would now like to welcome to the stage the moderator for this panel discussion. Please put your hands together for Ms. Shazia Ilmi. Shazia is a prime-time anchor, Star Network, gender rights activist, member of the BJP National Executive, national spokesperson to BJP. Please welcome her to the stage. Shazia, the stage is yours.
Thank you so much, Rebecca. Thank you so much, Ritu, for creating this wonderful evening. The planet Venus guides us all, and Ritu really pulls it off, you know, like a brilliant magician, all with the razzmatazz and panache and with ease, and it's lovely to be here. As my friend, sister of years, Meenakshi says it, really, India is the civilizational ethos of India. Really, this is really the land of beauty and luxury, and it's time we really relook at the povertarian image and that has been sold out for so many years and bandied around. We have an eminent panel with us, and because I have limited time, so I'm going to ask the Queen, His Majesty. Congo, we have a beautiful diva with us. What is luxury to you? And how do we work together to use luxury as a way to preserve arts and crafts and take the message across so that it permeates?
Greetings, everyone. Thank you so much for having me here. Thank you to Uti for inviting me and giving me this opportunity to come to India for the first time in my life. And it is a dream come true because India is very well known in the world. Women of India especially
appreciate is sustainability. COVID has taught us that nature has to be respected. And luxury cannot be wasteful anymore. Luxury has to be sustainable, right from the source of your materials to the people who work, to the way you sell, to the length of the product. What is the lifespan of this product? You can't spend 100 liters making a white t-shirt and putting a brand on it. So luxury has to be sustainable. It has to be kind to the people who work. You can't exploit them. I mean, carpet workers, what do they make in India? They make the most fabulous luxury carpets. So there has to be a recognition of the timeless quality of the art that is being produced. And that has to be reflected in the money that they make. So I think the artisanal sector in India definitely needs a price boost as an appreciation of what they are doing.
Prabha, one more question for you specifically. I'm at your one more question, like Her Majesty just mentioned, you know, about the African art, which is really upscale. You go to Providence, and that's all you see. And it's really, you know, so there is a change of paradigm. Like we talk about turmeric lattes, like Kenzo will talk about holy, you know, the perfume, Boucheron's Jaipur, and Jasmine, and the rituals and what have you. And of course, there's a whole legacy about the Cartiers and the Patiala family, and but it's still limited. It's kind of limited or mehdood to a certain section. So how do you go from there? How do you expand? What are the challenges within and without?
I think one of the things that Ritu is trying to do with the luxury symposium, which I think is really relevant, is to make luxury not just for people who are earning more than 50 lakhs a year, who are billionaires. It is to redefine the concept of luxury. You know, I mean, we were talking at the press conference the other day about khadi. Khadi is carbon neutral, handmade. The history of our country is woven in khadi, right? So you have to then brand it as something much more valuable, not just some jula person wearing a khadi, you know, crumpled khadi thing. And you have to make it more beautiful. You have to design it better. You have to position it better. You have to brand it better. You have to take pride in what we have, which I think, honestly, we haven't done a very good job of doing up. So where do we go from here? We look at the young something beautiful that's made in India, a piece of handmade jewelry, for instance. So the way around that, of course, now young people have started taking EMIs and things like that. So I know from research that this market is the fastest growing market actually in India, in the world, which will surprise you, surprise me too. So there's a lot of place for us to go from here.
Great. I'll turn my attention to Nafisa. Nafisa, we were talking about textiles, and we were part of the brand Silk Route, and so this is a place where we talk about kanjivarams or silks or great kantha work or ajrak and the beautiful craftsmanship that comes out of this beautiful land of ours. I think that the design has improved really, but just as our brilliant minister said that we have to go beyond being a manufacturing hub and also as a source of raw material to a design hub, to be the place where not just sourcing happens, but to be also be there at the design end. What is your take on it, and what do you feel? What all needs to be done?
Hello? So thank you. That's Ritu's domain because Ritu, I've known since a little baby.
You hold this. I just wear my
And
mask
she's
off.
somebody
I wear my
who
mask off.
has been part of my life and has been a great inspiration. So when she told me to come today, I said, I'm the last person in the world to talk about style or elegance because my life has always been practical, simple, ordinary. And the statement is just who you are, your persona. I think that's also part of the journey of being an Indian, perhaps.
Yes.
African. It's the magnificence of the aura, the stance that when we stand tall, even blouseless, we wear blouseless saris and outfits, and we all look gorgeous. So where does fashion go? Fashion is the opportunity for I would say the elite or those who can afford it. And I'm the last person to say that it's valuable to the majority of the people all over the world. It's something that needs to be admired. It needs the space for those who can, or for those who think it is important, and it's part of that persona. But luxury for me is having a home, and air conditioners even better. But for example, out of context, but for example in Gujarat, where or the seaside, where the winds blow, if you have a wood bamboo house, split bamboo house, the breeze blows, you don't need an air conditioner. Africa is like that. So we are such, the human race is so passionate. We have to give opportunities to all those who have the ability to afford, but also give super opportunities to all those who really are a statement of human endeavor. I think for me that is better.
Of course. And Nafisa ji, you epitomize that style, inherent style, and that's you. Like Her Majesty said, it is who you are. It's who you own up to yourself, and it's also who we are as a people. Like Meenakshi ji mentioned Lothal and what the Mohenjo-daro culture was. It was perfection. I mean, what we did many years back has not been able to, nobody's been able to replace it. It was just perfect architecture at that point of time. Coming to you, Reena, tell us what are the new challenges, because things are changing, people are buying much more, and the economy has picked up. It's been brilliant recovery, as we see. What are the trends you'd like to talk about? And in the world of luxury, now people see it's a subjective concept, really. And even
Thank you, Ritu, for having me over and inviting me for here. So guys, I really believe that I started my brand 20 years back when there was no internet, there was no telephone or anything. So it was very, very big challenge. Taking the brand to New York, setting up a shop which sold my shoes, which had all Indian beading work or made from Indian pashminas and things like that. But today I feel that the world is open up and has given a lot of opportunity to a lot of young designers.
Go live. Close.